Last month I visited Dragonsteel, so here are all of the incredible amount of things that I came home with after that trip. No, there has been this giant stack of books on my floor for so long. It's been a month and a half since I was there, and I've been waiting on one last shipment that had the rest of the books and goodies, and so I finally have it, so let's go through all the stuff. There's books, there's posters, there's puzzles, there's all sorts of fun stuff. I was going to be really mean and start with the non-bookish items, but I feel like we should just dive right into the books and then we'll save the bookish items for last. The first one that I got is a French version of Dawnshard. This is in the Stormlight Archives, and I collect like different versions of books, and I speak a little bit of French, so I thought it'd be fun to get some of the French versions. Very excited, and I love the like white covers of these ones. Then I also got the French version of Skyward 2, which is Starsight. I actually got that one in English as well. So two versions of that one. I honestly didn't realize that I picked up two of the same book, but that's okay. And then I also got The Emperor's Soul, and I believe, I could be wrong, I haven't read this yet, but I think this is a novella. Okay, fiance just confirmed, this is a novella, and I'm very excited. I haven't read the original book or this book yet, but I'm very excited to read it, and this looks so pretty. This book I honestly had no idea existed. This is called The Many Lives of Stephen Leeds. I still know nothing about this book. I've had this on my floor now for a little bit while I was waiting to film this, and now these are finally going to be able to be on my shelves, and I'm going to look into this. I honestly had no idea it existed. I think this is... Okay, it took me a second, but this is 3 different stories, but it's about all of the same guy, so it's like his different lives, I believe. Again, don't really know much about this, but I'm excited because it's one that I never hear talked about. And then I also got Cytonic, which is book 3 in the Skyward series. So I did get book 2 and 3. I do kind of hate that they don't line up, but that's okay. So I got these 2. I don't think I have the first book yet, but that's okay. And then I also got 2 of the UK editions of the... Took me a second. These are from the Stormlight Archive, and this is book 1 of The Rhythm of War, because the UK editions are split into 2, and then also book 1 of Oathbringer. And so I do need to collect all of these because I love the UK covers of these so much. So I will be getting all of these eventually, but I'm obsessed with these. Next up, we have a couple more French editions. So we have, honestly, I don't know what this book is. I haven't looked it up, and my French is not strong enough for this. Somebody can tell me what this book is. And then we also have the Rhythm of War Stormlight Archive book in French as well. I'm trying to figure out if this is first one or second one. It doesn't say. Is this the whole book? This is over 1,000 pages. Is this one? I think this one actually is just the entire Rhythm of War. I also will be reading this next month in October, and I'm very excited for this. This is not Brandon Sanderson, but I did receive a copy of The Never-Ending End of the World while I was there, and this book looks spectacular. The synopsis of this looks amazing, and I can't wait to read it in October. We have one last French edition, and this is another one that I honestly don't know what it is. And the cover is not helping me. I definitely haven't read this book, whatever it is, but I'm very intrigued. It's also a very small book. I'm excited for all these French copies though. And here's where we get into the fun part. We have some misprints and some leather bounds, and I cannot wait to show you guys these. So the first one that we have is Shadows Beneath, and I'm not sure, I think this was just published like this because it's like a dust jacketless hardcover, but the writing is like foily, and it's just honestly really stunning, and I don't have this book, but I'm very excited for this. And then we also have, here's where we get into our leather bounds, we also have The Hero of Ages, and this is just absolutely beautiful. I'm so obsessed with this. This is part of the Mistborn series, and I've just started this series. I just read Mistborn: The Final Empire, so I'm going to be jumping into the second book. I think this is part of the second trilogy. I lied. Fiance told me this is the last book in the first trilogy, so this is book 3, I guess. So this will be coming up soon. I won't be reading this copy though. This is too beautiful. I'll be reading just the normal old copy. This is one of the things I'm most excited for. This is Rhythm of War. Looks completely normal. Looks normal, except when you open it and it is both printed upside down and backwards, and I'm so excited. This is such a rare thing to find because they get caught, obviously, by their team, and so I'm really excited to have this one. Not something you can obviously like buy anywhere, but such a random thing, upside down, backwards copy of Rhythm of War, but I'm here for it. Going on with our beautiful leather bounds, we have Elantris. I'm obsessed with this one. This one might be my favorite because I am a silver girly over gold, and so this one being black and silver is just so stunning to me. This one might be one of my very favorite books out of all of these. And then we also have The Alloy of Law, and I think this one's definitely part of the second trilogy. The first one?
No, the first book and the second.
The first book in the second trilogy. Okay, I was so confident, so I was very sad when he said that. But okay, I was correct. The first book in the second trilogy, and this one's really pretty too. It kind of matches. Let me grab the other one back out. the other Mistborn one. They're both gold and they line up perfectly and I just love it. So now I need to collect all the other leather bounds of the Mistborn series because they're so, so pretty. And then the last book before we get into the bookish items is the graphic novel White Sand. And I didn't know this existed before I was there either. I am newer to the Cosmere, so I do have a lot of catching up to do, but I cannot wait to read this. I love graphic novels, so this is going to be so, so much fun. Like a graphic novel set in the Cosmere. Could not ask for anything better. I cannot wait to read it. Now let's get into some of our bookish items. I did pick out 2 posters while I was there, and I'm very excited for both of them. I'm extra excited for the second one, but this one is very pretty. This is the poster of Roshar. Now that I'm filming this, I'll finally be able to find a home for both of these because these are absolutely going on one of my walls in my home because I'm obsessed. But this one's really cool. I'm a fan. But what I'm extra a fan of is the second one. I just think it's so dope. It's like a movie style poster of Bridge 4. I'm completely obsessed. We have the whole crew up there, and then, oops, dropping things. Down here we have Bridge 4 and like what would normally be on the bottom of a poster. And it's got like the Dragonsteel, Brandon Sanderson, all that good stuff. I think this is so epic. This is definitely my favorite by far, but I think both the posters are very cool. And then some other random items. I did get a Mistborn t-shirt, and a lot of these items just had like some small defect, and so they were on like a free shelf in the Roshar, the warehouse. And this one, I honestly didn't even know what it said before I got home because I had like a stack of books and somebody just grabbed this off the shelf and was like, does anyone want a size extra small t-shirt? And I was like, sure. And they just like threw it over my shoulder and they ended up putting it in a box to ship to me. So I found out when I got home. At the time I hadn't even read Mistborn, but now I have. So definitely will be a huge fan of this t-shirt. I think it's so cool. And then I also got a plethora of bookmarks. Kind of silly. So the first one that I got is Tress, which is awesome. It's like a misprint because the back looks like this. And then here's where I kind of failed. So these bookmarks are double-sided. They're Hoyd bookmarks. And that's all fine and dandy, but me being me, I didn't realize they're double-sided. So I saw this bookmark and I saw this bookmark. I thought there were 2 different bookmarks. And so I got 2 of each of them because I wanted one for me and one for my fiance. But that meant that I ended up with 4 of the same bookmark. So his team, when they were packing this up, must have thought I was insane because I picked 4 of the exact same thing. But that's okay. And then I also got this Journey Before Destination. I think this is a decal. So I think these are both stickers. So I got 2 of those. Very excited because I love the Stormlight Archive so much. And then we also have the Way of King's 10th year anniversary bookmarks. I got 2 of those. The bookmarks I was okay with taking duplicates of because it's just bookmarks. I obviously didn't take like multiple of the same book because that'd be a lot, but bookmarks I figured I could get one for me, one for my fiance. And then we also have Cytonic bookmark, which is Skyward Book 3, which I thought was fun. I don't really know what was wrong with this. Maybe it was just extra. And then I didn't know what this was until I posted this on my TikTok, and my entire comments were flooded saying this is M-Bot from the Skyward series, I think. But we have this little figurine. I didn't even know what this was when I grabbed it. They just had a box and it says bot only, and I didn't know what that meant either, but I just decided to grab it. I'm very excited to read that series because assuming I like it, this will definitely find a home on one of my shelves because it's very, very neat. And then just a few more items. I did get 1 more bookmark of Tress. They are all like misprinted in some way. I'm assuming this is the side that they're all supposed to be like, but then this one got like zoomed in or something, but fan of those. And then I also got a couple of Tress stickers. I think these went into the Kickstarter boxes, but I didn't get the Kickstarter of these. My fiance did. So I wanted a couple because I did love Tress so much. Not quite as much as Yumi, but still a huge fan. And then my last couple of items, I'm so sad. We're getting to the end of this giant stack of goodies. We got 2 really cool puzzles that I'm so excited for. The first one is the First Ideal. And this is the puzzle I'm most excited for. This one it has the saying life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. And this one's a 500-piece puzzle. And I'm just envisioning me listening to a Brandon Sanderson audiobook while building this puzzle. And I think the vibes sound immaculate for that. And then we also have the map of Roshar. So these puzzles kind of coincide with my posters. I'm very excited for this one too, but this is going to be a doozy because that's a whole lot of blue to have in a puzzle. Like I feel like this will be still kind of hard because it's just a couple of colors, but then the blue is going to be a whole beast, and this is 1,000 pieces. So I'm excited for this one, but also scared. I feel like this is a puzzle that's going to take me absolutely forever to do. And that is everything. In summary, we've got 2 puzzles, we've got 2 posters, we've got a t-shirt, and just a whole bunch of bookmarks. We have an entire stack of French edition books, a book from one of the people on the book club, which I'm very excited for. We have a whole bunch of either UK editions or just random editions that they had on their shelves. This is my favorite stack, but these ones are all of the leather bounds or misprints, and I'm just so excited for all of these. Could not be more thankful. It was honestly the best experience ever. If you want to see more of the actual experience, you can check out my TikTok. I have like no subscribers here and a bunch on TikTok, so you probably have seen my TikToks already if you know about my account there. Huge shout out to his team though, because they were so kind and they let us pick out so much good stuff, and they sent it all to us back home, and it was just the coolest thing that I'll have ever done in my life. And I can't wait to go back just for the Dragonsteel convention. It won't be the same as this trip, but it'll still be really fun nonetheless. It'll be fun to see all of his team again.